So I first want to say thank you all so much for being here tonight. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Dana Kadwell, and I am one of the owners here at the Bradford. I'm really excited to see each of you here tonight. It was an amazing morning with the Focus Conference. There is nothing in this world that fills my heart more than watching amazing women support other women, and it was such a fulfilling morning. And so right now my heart is very full being in this room, seeing all these amazing badass entrepreneurs in this space. So thank you so much for being here tonight. So I actually stumbled upon No's website when I was desperately seeking a community of like-minded women. I instantly applied when I saw the words, "You deserve to be known." It says it in large, bold letters on the front page of their website. I applied, and then I instantly had this amazing sense of anxiety and dread as I learned you were going to have to be interviewed, and then you're going to be chosen by this board. And I remember I went home telling my husband that I was sure that they were going to realize the fraud that I was in this interview. That they would realize that what most entrepreneurs in this room feels, that even though I run this multi-million-dollar brands behind me, that there's a lot of days I have no idea what I'm doing, like at all, right? There is so much self-doubt and so much imposter syndrome. And so the hours before I was due to give my interview, I really couldn't focus because I was stuck on these words. I could only think to myself, do I deserve to be known? And it's quite a question to ask yourself, to really focus on it. And being the slightly self-deprecating person that I am, I immediately went to the absolutely not. Like, what have you done with your life? You've done nothing important, nor have you done anything substantial. And who would warrant anyone saying that I, Dana, deserve to be known? In fact, there are some things I wish I was not known for. One of them, this is like real truth time, one of them being in high school, I was known as the girl who liked Creed, the band. To this day, I have recovered, yes. Because when I was in college, in my chemistry major cohort, I was known as the girl that fell asleep in her chemistry master's class, where the only people in the class were me and the professor. And to this day, I hear from students that Dr. Lewis starts every single class out in his chemistry of what not to do with this story, even 19 years later, right? So everyone has those moments, right? Those cringeworthy moments that you hope that you're not known by. Like, we've all gone home and replayed a conversation, an interaction, and hope to God that you're not judged by the idiocy that came out of your mouth at one point in that conversation, that you would not be now known for this blip, this moment, this mistake in your life. And it really got me thinking about some of my cringiest business moments. The ones where you look back and say, what in the world was I actually thinking? Like, our first font was papyrus, right? Any marketing person, please judge me harshly, because that was terrible. But I sat there thinking about moments that I really want to forget and really hope that I was not known for. Like, our first wedding here was a total disaster. We were wholly unprepared for it. My first hire that just went terribly awry. The first time I had to fire somebody and they took half the team with them. When I sat in my accountant's office and she's asking me, are you an S Corp or a partnership LLC? And I was like, I don't know. And she's like, Dana, you should really know this. And I was like, yeah, you're right. I probably should know this, right? The monumental managing mistakes I've made with my team over the years, the mistakes I made investing in the wrong improvement, so sure that it would sell the space, but ended up just costing us thousands and thousands of dollars. The clients that I should have just said, I'm sorry, but I was trying to prove a point, not backing down when I should, saying no when I should have just said yes, and saying yes when I knew better and I should have said no. There were enough in this thought at this moment to fill an entire book of all the mistakes. So many mistakes, so many failures, and yet, here I am, standing here. I'm standing here in front of you with a very successful many businesses behind me. And it got me thinking that maybe we don't deserve to be known for how much revenue we create or the teams that we have. Maybe we deserve to be known because we're all still standing here, right? We deserve to be known because we took those really hard mistakes those sheer and utter failures, and we turned around and we created something that was absolutely beautiful. We deserve to be known because we became the person that isn't afraid to take risks and isn't afraid to fail. We deserve to be known because we are now stronger, we're bolder, we're smarter. We deserve to be known because we've taken every time someone said, "You don't deserve to be here," and we just kept going. We deserve to be known because we spent our entire lives sculpting, refining, and molding ourselves to be the women in this room right now that are not afraid to say that I deserve to be known, because we do. So each of you in this room has a story of strength and resilience, a story that needs to be told, a story that needs to be celebrated. So tonight, I want to raise a glass. Okay. To the mistakes that shaped us, the resilience that carried us, and the courage that kept us showing up even when we doubt ourselves. And to every woman in this room, here's to our stories, our strength, and the absolute truth that we all know tonight, that you and that I deserve to be known. Cheers.